It's a weird way to film. I don't do it like this usually. Oh, about that last video, that was really weird. Um, I say I talk to myself about things a lot. Sometimes I will literally speak out loud talking to myself when I'm in my room. I do a lot of thinking in there, but more often, I actually do thinking like in here directly before taking a shower. I get a lot of thoughts and then spend more time not taking a shower than actually taking one. So I was thinking about stuff. That was really weird, the other video. Honestly, really should not have called myself like every single slur that I hold in my identity. Um, it's really weird. Yeah, I wasn't very good. Honestly, I've been doing bad, like mentally and physically, though. So maybe that kind of elevated it. I'm not sure. I got sick a few days ago, and then, you know, it's kind of starting to heal now, but it's not fully. I think it was literally the day I did film that video. I was starting to feel bad. Like I had to clean my nose constantly. There was a bit of coughing. My head was kind of hurting. Then after that, went to school, and that was like a terrible day. That was like the worst sickness I'd ever felt. It was like my head was hurting at all times. My throat was really dry and sore, and there was a bit of coughing. My nose was like burning, and I kept having to clean it. It wasn't that good. And then my bus, for some reason, they decided they were gonna use my bus during dismissal in place of another bus for different kids, and they were gonna bring it back for a second run. And then they ended up switching the second run bus, and they didn't say which one it was. Like there was no public announcement, so I didn't realize my bus showed up and I missed it. So I had to walk all the way home from school. It took me like an hour or two. So I was just like pissed. I was feeling terrible. And honestly, what was going on in my head that day was like the day of the pep rally too at my school. So like my head was especially hurting, like starting to hurt throughout the day. And my ears, which were already kind of hurting from like the way my throat felt, might have had like a throat infection. I don't know what happened. My ears were already kind of hurting. My ears and head hurt a lot more because I was sitting like right by the speakers at the pep rally the whole time. It was awful. And then it was raining, so you know, could have also added to the sickness. And to walk home that day, I was supposed to show up to a metal concert. I was gonna go there with like a bunch of my friends. I ended up not doing that. I didn't tell my father. He offered, but he reminded me about the concert a day in advance. Actually, I completely forgot about it. He offered to take me. I don't like going with my father, but still, I was gonna go. And then I was having to contemplate that, like, my head kind of hurts. I don't know if I want to go anymore. And I ended up just passing out the moment I got in bed. I don't think I even had dinner. So, I've been eating dinner a lot less recently. I don't know why. It's just like, naturally, there's been a lot less. A few times not even having it at all. It's weird. Um, but yeah, last time I went to a metal concert, it was at the same place too. Same band. Some of my friends are in the band that are like hosting the place. There's a lot of like, I could have guessed the friends I knew that were like vapors. I could have guessed that was happening, but I didn't expect to see it that one time. Like a lot of actual smoking with like cigarettes, old fashioned. It was weird. I remember the day before I took the pill and kept thinking about it because those thoughts got stronger about prescription abuse. I really don't want to go back to that. And I was thinking, I want to distract myself at that concert because like I've been feeling terrible mentally and physically today. I want to go over there and feel a bit better about stuff. Just ignore all of it, even though my head's gonna hurt if I go over there. Or like, I got offered smoke like a joint last time, and I said no. This time, if it happens, I might say yeah. Horrible thing to think to yourself, past Lou. So yeah, thank God I didn't go. That would have been horrible, honestly. Any sort of addiction or bad habit would have gotten worse if I went there, maybe. I'll go to like the metal concert in the future, but when I have a better mental state and know not to indulge in any of that stuff. But yeah. This was on Friday. Today is like Sunday. This video is probably not getting uploaded on Sunday though. This stuff takes a while to upload to YouTube for some reason. So I'm getting better though. Sickness, it's getting a bit better. It's not fully gone though. Like my head doesn't hurt anymore. As of today, it hasn't hurt at all. Yesterday was hurting just a little bit. The cough got worse yesterday. My nose was about the same today. Didn't have to clean it as much, like hardly at all. It was really only morning stuff. My throat really hurts though. The cough is like way worse now. But I mean, like, I think it's starting to clear up. I don't know, I just wanted to talk about this. I just want to say that, like, the stuff that was happening in that video, that stuff I have been thinking about recently. All of that stuff was kind of piling up on me a lot more and more recently. The more I started to think about it, like, some people are doing things in their life that I'm not doing anything with my life, and it's all terrible. And then also, like, my identity stuff. None of that stuff's getting recognized. I'm like no one. I've been thinking about that a lot, and it felt terrible. So I guess that was just kind of like my tipping point. But yeah, I just want to say that, like, it's sometimes a lot does kind of feel weird to make these vent journals, just talking about this stuff to like anyone who finds these videos. And like I said a few times throughout this channel, it's very easy for my friends to find this channel. They'll find it eventually, I'm sure. There's like 2 people I know that have this channel. One of them hasn't looked at it in a while. The other one, I haven't checked if he's seen these things. I don't know if he watches this stuff. That really scares me. That like anyone I know could see this stuff. But yeah, before I really started, like, I talked about minor things, a lot minor things before, because like the stuff I was really going through, like substance abuse and like self-harm and like bad mental stuff. I had a friend I was actually talking to about this stuff. Talked about this stuff a few times. Stopped feeling the need to talk about anything because I got a bit better. Got off the pills. Called them a few times when I tried killing myself, or when I did. Remember one time, but like I talked about in another video when I felt helpless, didn't know who to talk to because I couldn't talk to this person about it. Made some videos talking about it, about how like, and pretty much what happened was a bunch of stuff weighed down on me, cut myself, and then called this person because I felt bad that I cut myself when I promised them I wouldn't. You might have noticed I wear like a safety pin around my collar every video. I put that on every day. I hear these are like symbolic. You wear this somewhere on you. It's like a promise to like people close to you not to cut yourself. It doesn't mean anything. Either I feel like cutting myself and do it, or I don't. And I haven't felt like I had to in a while. It's not really an effort I make. It's just how it goes. So it really doesn't feel that symbolic anymore. But yeah, I called them about it, and they didn't seem as worried anymore. So I didn't feel that good, and then distance. Felt like that person hated me. A few days afterwards, I, realized they didn't hate me, and then I had to quit the band. You can figure that stuff out from those videos probably. I don't remember exactly how I say it in there. But yeah, after that, I stopped feeling like I should talk to that person about this stuff. I don't know why. But I really, things have gotten awkward between us, and I really don't want to talk, like, don't know how to talk to them about this stuff anymore. I think that's why I've been doing these way more often now, just because I don't have anyone specific to talk to anymore. So I just need someplace to talk about this stuff, really. It's the whole thing. I really shouldn't call myself slurs. Not a lot of people insult me about those things, actually. I insult myself about those things. I'm kind of the only person, like, purposely invalidating myself. I feel slightly invalidated about a lot of those things, but I feel like most of those aren't intentional. In fact, I feel like all of them aren't intentional, actually. No one's called me a junkie, and as for all of the other stuff that's like actual identity stuff, people just don't know any better. And I don't like correcting people about that stuff. So. I don't know, nah. Just some angsty teenager, that's all. Stuff happens, you know. I always feel like, the way I describe my life is like, often I feel like my life currently in this era feels like it's written by some angsty teenager in like some weird Wattpad novel, putting whatever drama they want, like, oh, bad arguments with strict mother, manipulative father, queer, lives in poverty, went through substance abuse, a lot of trauma, all of this stuff happening. It's really weird combination of stuff. I just want to say that, like, so far, because of these vent videos, all these vent journals, all you see of me now is really me at my lowest point. Just know, every day that I don't make a video for, most of those days, it's because I don't have to. Mostly, when you're not seeing me, I'm fine. I live well. That's why I always felt weird talking about my drama at like the lunch table last year. We would all talk about our drama with each other. They would hear my stuff, and suddenly they're like, "Okay, I think you have it worse out of all of us here." But like, someone there had terrible trauma from like their father, who is no longer in their life anymore. That like all of the abuse has been blocked out their mind, and their brother has PTSD from it. I know there's a lot happening with my life, and all the stuff that's happening with me, but if I feel like technically my trauma isn't as bad if it doesn't have as bad effects, because the effects are the trauma. If nothing's been blocked out, I don't have PTSD. This person genuinely fears having to think about that stuff far more than I fear my life. I just hate it here. That person has like fears and nightmares about this stuff. That's worse. I wouldn't say I have it that bad. It's not like I'm joking about my drama to them all the time because of the fact that like most of the time when I'm not feeling terrible, I'm having a genuinely good day. Just know that. Most days, I'm having a good day. I want everyone to like know that. I think it's just like in general keeping a record of how I'm feeling about everything, just in case I need to use it in some sort of way. Because like when I have a lot of thoughts about something, like if I think of like a really cool image, I'll immediately try and sketch it down. If I get a really cool idea, I'll write it down. And if I'm talking to myself about trauma, I'll record it. I want some sort of record of like everything I think when it's a lot of thoughts, just so I don't forget it, because I always feel like it's a lot of information. That's why I always record these things. Maybe eventually, if I finally get like a single shrink who will actually listen to me instead of being passed from psychiatrist like psychiatrist, I'll talk to them about stuff, and then if I'm just like I'm leaving out a lot of things. I'll try to describe as much as I can. But if you want to see more stuff, I recorded this whole thing. If you need to look, I don't know what I record these things for, but I just want to say that video from yesterday. No, that wasn't yesterday. But still, that last video, really bad time for me. Really, really weird. Doesn't really seem like me at all. Just know I'm doing okay. Most days I'm doing fine. Sure, maybe a lot of the time I feel like I'm not doing the most with my life, and I really wish I were doing better than I am now, but for the most part, I'm not like that every day. So, don't be too concerned for me, everyone that watches these things, because I know there's a lot of reoccurring viewers. I've seen like a lot of people comment on multiple videos. A lot of you guys actually like stick around for like a while. I really appreciate you guys. So like for all of you, you're all genuinely like concerned for me. You don't have to be too concerned. Maybe a little bit. Things are weird, but not too badly. Just as a little reminder. There's ups and downs. Just know there definitely are ups. You don't see them, they are there though. Don't worry about it. I guess that's what I mostly wanted to talk about. But yeah, I think the fact that I am sick probably did definitely elevate the emotion in that video. Just want to say that. My throat still feels a bit weird, but like I'm getting better. I think in like a few days, though, my throat should stop hurting and I should stop coughing. I managed not to cough through this entire video somehow. That's a good achievement, hey. So, yeah, goodbye.